Alright, this is John Cole with OKRAW.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you, and I always want to encourage you guys to eat seasonal fruits. So eat the fruits that are in season now wherever you live, and you know, if you don't live where these fruits grow, you know, they're probably in your markets right about now, and you could find them, buy them, and enjoy them, and eat as much of them as you guys can for the next several months until they go out of season. Today I'm not going to be talking about these guys, which is my Yukon flowering, which are known as earth apples. That's an amazing tuber that actually can be sweeter than some apples. We're not going to talk about the figs that are kind of going out of season now because the season's getting late. I've had a few just the other day. Oh, here's one still hanging on over here. But yeah, they're just kind of don't have the heat to really you know, make them taste good. What I will be talking about is a delicious fall fruit that's now available. It's on the tree behind me. You guys might see all these little globes, right? Like this tree's loaded up with these persimmons. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's see if we can find a ripe one here to harvest. All right, this is a persimmon, and this is known as a giant persimmon. This is my hand holding a persimmon. This thing is huge. It's almost as big as my head, not quite. But as you guys can see, this persimmon looks amazing. Now, this style of persimmon, and if you see other persimmons that are kind of flat like this, these are known as Fuyu Persimmons or the non-astringent persimmons. These ones can be picked and eaten right off the tree, you know, when they're hard, or you could actually pick them and then kind of let them hang out and let them ripen up and then eat them soft. So this gives you the most flexibility with this particular fruit. Now, whether you're picking them off your tree or whether you're buying them at the store, I do encourage you guys to pick the darkest, deepest, richest, you know, orange ones you could find. You know, many farmers will start harvesting their persimmons right when they get a tad of orange showing. And if you buy it like this, then you're going to get ones that aren't really that sweet. They're not really that good. They haven't developed the full nutrition or the full flavors or sugars in there. So for that reason, when picking them out, I always encourage you guys to pick out the darkest, deepest ones. And you know, that's number one. Number two is you want to wait until the first frost and try to get persimmons later in the season. I find they tend to be better. So what I find is, you know, they'll get these actually sugar cracks on the bottom of the skin. I don't have any right now because we haven't had our first frost yet, but I normally like to only harvest these guys after our first frost, when actually they'll even get sweeter. And basically what happens when it gets the first frost, then the plant basically puts more and pumps more sugars into the fruit so that it'll be basically frost protection. And that's what many other leafy greens do as well, like you know, kales, for instance, will get sweeter after the first frost. And that's why I really love my winter greens, because they're actually sweeter and they taste better. So yeah, these are the Fuyu Persimmons. Next, I want to go ahead and sit down and show you guys another kind of persimmon that you may see near you. How to eat them, and also I'm going to share with you guys my favorite part of the persimmon that I don't think I've ever revealed before on YouTube. So now I'm going to share with you guys another kind of persimmon that you may find near you or may find at the farmer's market, and it's right here. It's this kind of persimmon. This is known as a Hachiya persimmon. As you guys can see, this is like an acorn shape, kind of looks like an acorn, compared to a flat persimmon that is known as the Fuyu or the flat kind. Once again, this could be eaten hard or soft. On the kind of looks like an acorn, these are known as astringent persimmons. These guys must be soft before you eat them, or you're going to be in a world full of hurt. Your mouth is going to basically get all the saliva sucked out of it, and it's not going to be a fun experience, and then you're going to hate persimmons for the rest of your life. So don't do it, right? And here, this is actually a good comparison to the color. Like, I want all my persimmons to be like this color. Right? They're much more riper, much more ready than like the color next to it, which is the one that I just harvested, you know, a bit prematurely. Actually, the color on the bottom is a little bit darker, but still not quite as dark as the Hachiya here. So this guy needs to be totally soft. So as you guys can see, this guy is so soft, it's actually starting to crack there. And once it's soft, then you just eat it. So I mean, it needs to be softer than a ripe avocado, and uniformly soft. Like this one, I could press into it, and my finger kind of like pushes into it, almost leaves a dent. If you push too hard, I'm gonna pop my finger through like this. Oops, I put a dent in it. Look at that. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this right now. But yeah, so uniformly soft all the way around. Sometimes, you know, you might get antsy and be like, all right, John, it's soft at the top, man. I'm gonna eat it because I'm so hungry and I want to eat it. And then you get to the bottom, it's still hard. So the top's kind of sweet but not so good, and then the bottom is like astringent and not so good. So I don't recommend doing this. Now, if you have all hard Hachiya persimmons, you want them to ripen faster, there's a few techniques you could do depending on what you want to do. Number one is put them in the freezer. You know, let them freeze overnight, take them out, let them thaw out, and then you could eat them. You know, the freezing will actually take away all the astringency, but then you'll also be eating frozen persimmons instead of fresh ones. Another way you guys could do it is actually if you dehydrate the persimmons. If you dehydrate the persimmons, even if they're unripe Hachiyas, that'll get rid of the astringency also. One of my favorites is they actually peel the persimmons and they hang these up and just hang them to air dry, like in the ceilings or roofs of your house, rafters of your house. They do this in Japan, and those are dried persimmons. Those are some of my favorite. Those are like the best candy in the world. Another way you could ripen these up is actually just get a whole bunch of rice. Maybe you still got rice laying around, but just basically bury these in rice, you know, and that'll actually help keep the ethylene gas within itself, and so they'll ripen a little bit faster. Luckily, I was able to find these guys at the local farmer's market, and they had like, we got ripe ones behind, so always ask at the farmer's market if they have ripe ones like hiding out somewhere, because normally they won't put them out for people because people will grab them and damage them and stuff. So I got to go behind in the farmer's market to the farmer and pick these beauties out. Now, most people would just take the persimmon and just eat it, and like that, you know, and that's cool if you want to do that, but my favorite part of the persimmon is, many people don't know, is kind of like, we could peel back some of the outer skin. So let me see if I could do this for you guys on this video here. Alright, there, I got a little bit of started. You see, I got the skin here, and I'm peeling this back, and as I peel this back, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm peeling this back right here. This is the skin. It's like paper thin, right? This is kind of like tomato skins, right? If you ever, you know, eat some tomatoes and then go to the bathroom, you see tomato skins coming out. This is really not digestible by us, although it is digestible by our beneficial microbiome, bacteria. But I don't know if you guys can see the difference in the color between that. But basically, there's going to be a part that's kind of shiny. That's where the skin's still left on. And there's a part that's kind of like more glistening. Kind of like if you're a girl and you put on lipstick and it's like the glitter lipstick. Kind of looks a little bit glittery to me. So we're just going to go ahead and then try to get some of the skin only again and peel it back some more. Alright, yeah, I think I did a good job. So the other thing is you can only really peel back the skin when the persimmon's optimally ripe like this. Alright, here we go. We got it started. Alright, so see this? I just got it. Look at how thin that peeling is coming off. So I actually like to go around, you know, and not spend too much time on it because I can't be eating forever. But I like to come around and just basically try to grab the skin and just peel that back. I'll get a nice piece off here, hopefully. Alright, there's a nice piece coming off, just the skin. Wow, yeah, I got a nice... It's like a second skin on the persimmon. You guys probably never seen this before. Anyways, we got that off. So the thing is, once you peel this off, then you're just going to go very gently to the part that you revealed that's underneath the outer skin. Oh, here, I'm able to do it now really good. Here's a big piece coming off. And once you do that, then you're just going to basically don't bite into the middle of persimmon, just kind of eat the inner skin, not the outer skin. There's a little bit of texture in there. It's sweeter than the middle of the persimmon, which is like really gooey and chewy. And it's so delicious. I love to eat it separately like this and separating out the outside skin. Here we go. Here's a nice piece here pulling off for you. Because the thing is, when you do this, I mean, it takes the flavor sensations of the persimmon up to the next level. Because if you just were to put this in your mouth and bite it and chew it really good, you'll get some of the flavors, but this really enhances like how good the persimmon is. So yeah, now I'm able to really pull off some nice big pieces of that. And actually that second skin kind of almost separates now from the inside goo mush. So this is like just the persimmon skin hanging. Man, that's the best part of this persimmon to me. Now of course underneath that we got the persimmon fruit, where it's just super ooey gooey. I mean, I'm not saying that's not good, but man, right near the skin, that's definitely the best stuff. And if you've never done this before, you gotta try my technique. Hey, and post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this short format video telling you guys more about my favorite part of the persimmon, how to pick some Hachiyas and Fuyu Persimmons, hey, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Also be sure to click that subscribe button right down below to be notified of my new and upcoming episodes that are coming out about every 5 to 7 days. And of course, be sure to check my past episodes. My past episodes are a wealth of knowledge on fruits and vegetables and eating a healthy diet focused around fruits and vegetables, which are the best foods on the entire planet. So once again, my name is John Kohler with OKRAW.com. We'll see you next time. Until then, remember, keep eating your fresh fruits and vegetables, including persimmons. They're always the best. All right, this is John Kohler with OKRAW.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. I'm here all the way in Katy, Texas. It's outside Houston, if you don't know where Katy's at. And the reason why I'm here today is because I'm going to do a raw food recipe.